Today, I'll show you how you can get started in real estate with just one property. If you want to start building a portfolio of rental properties, it all starts with buying the first one. Let's say you can only afford one single family home as a jumping point to real estate investing. There's a lovely place in Austin, Texas for $275,000. You get a 30-year fixed mortgage at today's rate of 5.5%. You put down 20%, $50,000, and you pay $1,469 per month, which includes taxes and fees. You find a tenant and rent your first property for $1,500 per month. You break even. Don't worry, you plan to raise the rent by $50 every 2 years. Then you wait. You wait for that property of yours to appreciate in value. Since your tenant is basically paying your mortgage, you won't have any drastic overhead to worry about. You wait a few years and then get an appraisal for your rental property. It comes out to $375,000, an appreciation of $100,000 from when you bought it. You then go to your bank and get some equity off that home, let's say $60,000. You'll have to pay back that $60,000 with interest, but let's just keep things simple. You use that $60,000 for another down payment on another rental property you're looking to buy. You find a $300,000 home and put that down payment. You also get a 30-year fixed mortgage and end up paying $1,760 per month, including taxes and fees. You find a tenant and rent your second property for $1,800 per month, breaking even again. But don't worry, your first rental has probably risen a few times by the time you buy a second rental property. That extra income from your first rental property will help pay for that $60,000 you took out. You now have 2 rental properties. Well done. Wait a few more years for your second property to go up in value and then get an appraisal. You get it appraised and it comes out to $400,000, a $100,000 gain from when you bought it. Take out $70,000 in equity and use that money to buy a third rental property. You buy a $350,000 home with a 30-year fixed mortgage paying $2,053 per month, including taxes and fees. Like before, get a tenant and rent it out for $2,100 a month, breaking even again. Remember, your first and second rentals are likely making you money because you've raised the rent for a few times by now. That extra money is paying back any loans you've taken out on those houses to buy your next rental. You again wait a few years and repeat the process. You're slowly building up your real estate empire one house at a time. Now, of course, you can ramp things up by buying duplexes or apartment buildings. It doesn't only have to be single-family homes, it can be anything. It can even be commercial property. The key here is to have a tenant, at least paying off your mortgage. Then, once you build equity in your property, you borrow against that equity. Use that borrowed money to put a down payment for another rental property. Repeat, and profit along the way. It's a simple process, but it builds wealth over time. So how are you getting started in real estate? Comment below. And as always, take care of your money.